Paris is, I mean, it's my hometown. So whatever happened here, I'm feeling good. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I remember we met, it was in Sydney,
Yeah.
Australia, and then back in France. And then I've been living in the UK, London, and then been living in Germany, in Hamburg,
Uh-huh.
and finally back home. And I'm good.
Which city do you stay? Do you think is a better city to stay in?
Apart
Up,
Paris,
up,
right?
apart, yes.
Hamburg is a good place to live.
Uh-huh. Uh,
Hamburg in Germany, people are really open-minded, really tolerant,
mm,
and yeah, and I mean, economically they are good. It's a wealthy city, and in the
mm,
same times, uh, that's where the left wing. So left wing and being wealthy, it's something. Yeah, it was a good time in Germany. The only thing that I mean, when I was in Germany, the thing that I missed the most in from Paris was the food.
oh, okay. Oh, really?
Like French food, blue cheese,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
red wine. That's. I mean, I'm sorry, I cannot live without blue cheese and red wine.
yeah.
That's my.
I feel like that's a very French thing to do. You need a platter of cheese and then
Yeah,
the wine at the side.
yeah. I think there is so many cheese, so different cheese, but the blue cheese is like a good one.
Uh,
Have you ever tried?
I've tried blue cheese before. It's not my thing.
Okay, it's not your thing.
I feel I've offended like half of France.
Okay. So now you're doing your podcast since how long you do it?
I've been doing it for about 4 years now.
Cool.
4 years going to five now.
You
Yeah.
have a conduct on it? Do you have like a typically question or a way to ask? Am I going to tell you some secrets?
I Hey, you know what? I'm happy to do that if you have any secrets to share. Maybe because I think you're the first French guy that I got on the podcast.
Okay, so let's talk about love.
Okay, look, I think I got you on because I don't know the French scene. I feel like the French scene is very elusive. It's like it's I only know like I believe like most of the stand-up comedy scene in French, I guess.
As I mean, you all around the places I've been, you always have international comedy, and it will be in English.
Mm,
In Germany, you had English comedy scene all around, specifically in Berlin. I think Berlin is the biggest English is a bigger English comedy scene than London
mm,
because transportation are cheaper than in London, so you can perform like 3, 4 time an evening in Berlin,
mm.
which make so you got many people who are working on their stuff, material and things in Berlin, and then when they got their show, they sell it abroad.
Oh, okay. But
But
but I
but in Paris, you got many English comedy scene in Paris, many. You got also a guy who do it like half English, half French,
uh-huh.
and he's working like really good in France. People they don't really how to say French. It's like Italian. We don't speak good English. I mean, my level is not like the average from
Uh
France, and but you like every big city, you got many expats, you got many people from all around the world, so you will always have an English comedy scene. And then in London, it's different. In London, your material will be about your like in France with the French people. It will be about your story and stuff. But when you go in international comedy scene, it's always the same. It's I'm from this country and let's talk about the cliche of this country,
uh
which is at the beginning could be funny, but at the end it's always the same story. You will have the French who will speak like this with the French accent.
oh yeah.
Uh, he will pretend, hey, guys, merde, this kind of, and and the Swedish will, and the German, and from the Eastern Europe will, everybody use his own cliche because it's a kind of reference. It's always about reference. I'm going to talk about something so, and give it my point of view about it. So that's why. But in France, the scene is, I've been abroad for 4 years, and now that I'm back, it's really, really big. I got to start again from the beginning because there is so many comedians now. Everybody thinks he can be. There is many difference, and there is many reason to do it. I mean, I'm performing to have fun and meet people. That's it. And you got some people who will do it for the fame, or I don't know, but many reasons, or probably they need a psychologist and they need to talk, or I don't know. So there is many communities now,
But-
and that's good.
But how big, like how much exposure does the comedians have in the scene? Like do they go out and do other jobs as well, such as like writing, acting?
Many people think it depends. You got the pro people who will have only this job. You got the people who will be unemployed and will be only comedian. Like, hey, I've just stopped my job and then invest all my soul and self in comedy. And you got people like me. Let's say, I'm not sure I would like to do only comedy. I'm not sure because I still need to be in contact with the real life.
Oh yeah,
to have story to tell.
yeah.
And also, it's safer to have two buckets. I don't know. We say in French, ne pas mettre ses œufs dans le même panier. Do not put your eggs in only one bucket. So, I mean, fun is good and you can make money on it, and some people go, but trends comes and go. So even if you're a pro or whatever, you can rise up and then fall down. And I need to have something secure. And I said, I love to be in contact with the real life and real people. Of course, it's not easy to do it this way, because doing it this way make me like I'm tired on evening. I cannot go every evening out for performing and stuff. But the time, I remember at the beginning I needed to do it like many times each evening, performing many times each evening to be confident, to improve my material and stuff. Now, with the experience, it's starting to be a long time that I'm doing comedy. I'm working in a different way. I will test my material with colleagues at work without telling them that I'm testing my material. I'm talking to them like it's a story that happened to me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to stare at their eyes to see if there is an interest or a reaction. And then I will start to try to push it to make them laugh. And then when I got it, I will say it to one, and then to another one, and then to another one. And then it's like I was improving my material, and then I could go on stage doing it and it with the time, bombing is not a problem.
Oh yeah.
It happened, and it's a part of the job. And when you master the stage, you know how to get up after bombing. You know how to do it. Like you can feel the people. Okay, it was bad, but changing topic and easy.
But you say you have two jobs, right? Like how hard is it to juggle? Because I've been juggling with 2 jobs, 3 jobs right now.
Mhm.
Like and
It's how do I do it? I'm working on in IT, so I'm doing my job during the day, and I still have some contact. They hire me to perform here and there,
Mhm.
and then I'm going about the difference. I mean, if I didn't have my day job, I will have more time to look for stages, but I'm not looking for stages. I mean, I used to like mixed show, but finally I prefer to have the stage only for me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Solo show are much better,
Mm.
even if it's harder to fill it, to fill the room, specifically when you are not famous.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get, but nowadays with Facebook, Instagram, commercial stuff, you can give interest on some people, but starting to one people, I've got an audience.
Mm.
Starting one people, someone who wants to hear me. So that's what I'm saying to myself. But thank God, never only one people.
I'm still trying to find that one person, man. I'm still trying like so hard.
But yeah, uh, what do you want? It's always the same. What do you want? I said I'm doing it to have fun and to meet people.
Mm.
That's my goal. So whatever happen, I'm gonna have fun and meet people. And with the mix show, you get to share the audience with other people. And when I'm talking to the audience, I want them to be my audience. So even if after they go in other shows, no worries. But in the mix show, um, yeah, I don't know, and it's it's a good way to meet other comedians. But you know, in France, mm, I don't probably it's same all around, but you get some people who will inspire themselves with your story, and then 2 days, 3 days after they will post new things on Instagram or whatever, and it's a kind of your story. And no, I'm here to have fun. I
Uh,
don't like competition. I don't like it. So it's myself. You like me,
I
you like me. You don't like me, there's no worries.
I always thought that comedy is a good place to meet new people, but it's kind of weird as well. It's like me and my friends were, like gathering, right? Like when they went out, if they were to travel out of the country, right? They'll talk about the places they go to, the little cafes
Of
they go
course.
to as a
Remember how we met? Remember when I arrived in Sydney, I just checked on Facebook open mics
uh
first. And then I found out some open mics. And then I remember some were good, some were less good, but it happened. It's not because of the audience or the place, it was myself. I
mm,
was not that ready or things and everything. But one worked enough good to let the host, Caesar, I think his name was, ask me to come back again for a real show, not open mic, but for a real show.
uh
And then in this show, I met other people, and I remember I met also a guy who told me, I got a club, you can come in and you'll have drinks, you will be my guest. And it's good. It's good. Meeting
mm,
people like this is good. And it's a community. And
mm,
you feel a part of a community when you're doing comedy. That's the thing good with the mix show because you meet other comedians, so it's a community. And then with the audience, it's even better because it it helps you to live the way in the local way. I could be like just a foreigner, but I'm not.
mm,
I will know the real people of the place. That's good. That's good. It's if you do it full time in a kind of way, you get to accept to live the bohemian lifestyle,
mm,
which is not my style. I will not. So I will. I don't think I'll do it full time. It's not about the risk and things, but like I'm not the kind of guy who will go on tour and stuff. And I need to go back home. I got my wife. I
mhm.
got my. I got things to do. And yeah, yeah. And how is it going for you in comedy?
For me, life has pretty much like stuck here, so there's no much of a show here.
There is
But
no show.
there's no show that okay, there's no more open mics anymore. So currently right now we have shows that's pretty much very regulated. We need to submit scripts to the government body, right, to
Mhm.
approve. Then then you have a place for you to do your show and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, even if it's a small show, you have to do that as well because of the COVID-19 situation.
Mhm.
So right now that
Oh, it is hard on how do you leave it there?
you either don't you there's very little shows right now.
Do people bold enough to when they see you, they ask you, "Are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated?" I'm turning crazy. Like people, it's my health. If I am or not, it's not your problem. Don't ask me anything. Are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? I got the in France. We got the sanitary pass,
Uh-huh.
which mean you did a test, or you are vaccinated, or you had it before and then you recover.
Vaccine. Yeah.
So this is enough. I can show you that I'm safe. But
Mhm.
asking people, oh, are you vaccinated? And all this theory around the vaccine and stuff, I'm going to do my own, like people, I did my own research on it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like your own research, really? Are
Uh-huh.
you a scientist? No, but I did my research on what? On documents that you found on Facebook or Google or whatever. Who wrote it? Do you know them? Have you no? So you will believe someone that wrote something that pleased you. So it's not your own research. There is no way to do your own research if you are not a scientist on anything about vaccine or medicine. So I think this period has been tough, but it shows also the the how to say the faces of the people. It shows
Mm.
also the way the crowd will think.
Mm.
Individually, we can all be open minded, but when it's about a crowd, it's not. I don't know, but it's crazy. The thing which has happened. Honestly, even if we were all locked and separate at home, I
Mhm.
felt connected to everybody because we were all living the same shit. Rich, poor, comedians, doctors, well, not the doctor, they were hospital working hard, but all kind of, I mean, you can be a flight attendant, same, stay home. So we were all the same for a short period, which was, which made me feel like finally, whatever, all the same. So concerning comedy, uh, there is no difficult audience or easy audience. They're all the same. We are all humans. We are all.
But is it hard what's the situation like there for COVID-19? Because I remember like I wanted to go down there. Then after that, the COVID-19.
Oh, is it the COVID? The situation?
Yeah.
I say we got past. At the beginning, it was weird because they were saying at the early beginning they were saying we do not need mask,
Mm.
and then they said, "Oh, we say we didn't need mask because we didn't have enough for the population, but now we got, so we need to wear mask."
Ah.
And then it's summertime, it's hot, we do not need mask anymore. And then
Mm.
it's winter, we need mask. It's always saying something and then the contrary. So people feel lost about what happening. And I mean, some people get graduated
Mm.
during this period.
Mm.
I wonder how, because this grade doesn't mean that they worked. Some other people paid like private school
Oh yeah.
or Zoom school. So imagine you pay like 30,000-40,000 for a year,
Uh-huh.
and you got only tutorial like YouTube tutorial. That doesn't make sense. So some people made money. Some people have been crooked with this stuff. I think there is always a winner in every situation, and some people made a lot of money during this situation. Like it was like the question I was wondering was the economy was going down, if you
Uh-huh.
remember, and they
Uh-huh.
were saying, yeah, we need people to go back to work. The economy is going down, but in France, they just they have just delete tax above the rich because they were saying they bring the
Money.
they make the economy wealthy. And I
Uh
was wondering if they can make the economy wealthy, what are they doing? If you need like labor people, no, I don't know. It's but finally, of course, everybody needs everybody. That's the thing. Everybody needs somebody.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
brother. Huh? Everybody needs somebody. No, we are all connected, and that's good. I don't know how it's going to end, but I'm still alive, so I'm still having hope, and I can be serious sometimes, but most of the time, let's have fun because it can happen. It can end from a date to another.
But because when I met you, I remember you are still you are still not yet married. You are in a relationship but not yet married when you're in Sydney.
I was with I'm still with the same girlfriend. And now it's been 8 years and a half. We are close to 9 years living together, and it's I don't know if it's the destiny or not, but I asked her to marry me. She said yes, of course. When I say that, I mean, imagine she said no, I'm not into that, but she said yes, and we planned to do it the summer 2020.
Oh yeah.
And of course, we did not because of this COVID. So probably it was like a sign.
Hey, you know what? When you can wait, you wait, right? Like.
Of course, no, I'm joking. No, it's not. I mean, we wait because her family are German, so
Okay.
I would like everybody could be at the ceremony. So I'm saying let's wait to celebrate with everybody, but at the same times for life insurance, it could be good to do it like quick.
But
I don't know, like even for tax and everything. So we'll see. We'll see. I made the first step. I asked her, and she said yes. So now she can choose whatever she wants. If she prefer to do it just both of us, it's okay. If she wants to do it with the whole family and let's wait, it's okay. Or we can do both, like doing it like just both of us, and then waiting like when border will be open again, easier and stuff to re-celebrate. I remember there was this singer. Do you remember Seal?
yeah.
The guy who was singing "Kids from a Road."
Yeah.
He was married to a German girl whose name
Heidi Klum. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were celebrating. They are not together anymore.
Yeah.
But they were celebrating their wedding every year. So it cost a lot to do that. Sure.
Hey, they are rich. It's okay.
Yeah, for them it's easy. For them it was easy, but it could be something like an idea, like life need to be celebrated.
But here's the one thing about the French comedy scene, right? Like what kind of jokes work there? Like because I'm thinking like if I were to travel to France and I were to do like a set there, and what kind of jokes?
No, but as as a foreigner,
Mm.
uh, what is good is to give your point of view about about the locals.
Mm.
That's what I saw in many places, but your point of view is different from the other. Because if you say I'm from Singapore or I'm from Asia or Australia, whatever, some people will know the place, some people know.
Mm.
But if you say I'm from here and then and so I'm from here and here, that's how we live there, people probably will not know. But if you say I'm from here and what I see here is totally different from what I'm living in my everyday life, because you do that and that and that, and then people will understand because you talk about them, but from your point of view. For example, um, in France, we love to have we love food.
Mm.
I'm not saying in the other places they don't, but we got like at the end of every dinner we're eating pastry and stuff. Not
Yeah.
every dinner, but people love pastry. Okay,
Uh.
and and loving to eat is one of the seven sins, right?
Oh yeah.
So normally all the French people will go to hell. This could be something like you got to. I think people generally love when you talk about them
Mm.
and when you punch them a bit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And
Maybe.
then yeah, sorry.
Oh no, you continue.
And then in France, because of the melting pot we got, I mean, you got people from all around the world, just most of, and specifically from old colonies.
Mm.
So we are really connected to uh, all the shit that happened in Arabic countries.
Uh-huh.
So talking about this could be something, and also on Africa, what's happening there and how and stuff. It works also because it's connected. The history, even if it's really connected, but mostly that's you know Paris is not France. Paris is Paris. So we are over the other. That's what people think here. And even people from countryside will say, Parisians are showing off too much.
Uh,
They pretend they are blah, 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 but they are stupid because they are paying more money for the same thing. Okay, you got a roof over your head. How much you pay for the room? Bah, 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 I pay this. And everybody his point of view, but yeah, I think it's something going this way.
okay. You talking about paying, right? Because I remember I want to go to Nice, right? Then head down to Cairns.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Nice.
I will stop by Paris for like one day. Then head down to Nice and Cairns, just for the film festival and the jazz
Good.
festival.
Cool. Yeah,
Uh,
it could be a good idea. Could be
but
a good idea.
but how much of a difference when it comes to cultural like the cultural difference?
Um, how you say it's 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 an overview, right? It's not in
Mm.
details, and I don't want to generalize to all the people, but let's say it's like the US. If you go in the South, you will have in Florida, for example, because it's the same. Nice and Cannes could be the Florida. You will have old people, old white people.
Uh-huh.
So if you know what old white people think, you got your answer. I'm not going to say it, but you got your answer.
Because I'm just curious. I want to.
I met many people from the countryside. When I say countryside, it's all the rest of France. When they come in Paris, the first things they say that, oh, wow, it's really multicultural. It means that in other places, it's not that much in France. So when when you are less confronted to multicultural, probably you are afraid or you just take a step back or I don't know. That's what I love in comedy. People audience mostly first they are open-minded and they will get you at the first joke, or you will open their minds with your joke because you give your point of view, and if you are strong enough, you put them instead of you, and they will understand your point of view, and then they open their mind. That's
But here's a question, right? Like how often or is Paris a place where people from other parts of France will go to, like as a visit and stuff like that?
look, my city, Paris. I'm so proud of it. People travel like thousands of miles to come here. They will come here for the honeymoon.
Mm.
They will come. Have you ever heard someone saying, "Oh, for my honeymoon, I'm going to go to Hamburg"? Never. Oh, for my honeymoon, I'm going to go to Edinburgh. No, for doing jokes probably, but not for so so people. But life is expensive. I mean, as a tourist, it's really expensive. Hotels are expensive.
Mm.
Of course, if you stay in a hotel, you will not cook your food, so you will eat outside. So if you don't know the good places, you will go in main site places, and then it will be expensive. So people will stay 3 4 days. Actually, we got the fashion week, I think, actually. So you got some people. The hotels are more expensive. Anytime you got big event like this, hotels raise up the price.
Mm.
So yeah, three nights in Paris is something like it's a budget. It's you got to spend. You got to spend, but yeah, it's a good place to see. I don't know if three days are enough to feel the city, but it's enough to see the main sites.
But here's a question, right? How do you grow up then? Because you say your main hometown is Paris. Your hometown is Paris, right? Like
Mhm.
what is it like growing up in Paris then? Like I feel like it's a very touristy place. Like everything is like it's very
So it's a
different.
paradise. It's like if you ask me how is it to grow up in Disneyland, happy. No, how is it to grow up in Paris? I mean, it's like everywhere. It's like except that on your way to school, you will see some hookers.
That would be a sight. Hey kids.
Exactly. No, and then your mother will tell you if you want to be enough rich to afford her, go to school.
Oh, my parents are encouraging. You
Uh,
remember, you know your love life is gonna suck. Remember, you
uh,
got to work hard.
uh, no, no, I don't know how is it. I've been comparing to where I feel really lucky to grow up in Paris because you're since my young age I've been next confronted to all culture. I mean, I've got friends from everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I mean, culturally they're all from here, but look at me. Uh, I'm I'm a bit tense, a bit.
Mm.
But I've got friends from all culture. I've got like let's say Asia, Europe, Middle East, Africa, South America, American, US. I mean, friends. And from the beginning, I think Paris is a kind of it's like Berlin or New York or this kind of city who vibes a lot. The vibe is you feel it. Like, look, I want, for example, if tonight, this evening, I would like to go to the restaurant and eat some Nepalese food. I will find it. I'm in Paris. There is. If I want to eat Korean, I will find it. Any Ethiopian, I will find it. Somalian, I will find it. There is a place in Paris because the whole world is here. Like I guess New York, or I was about to say London, but no, no. or probably, I don't know. Because you need a bit of sun for having the good vegetables to cook. And more you go in the north, less.
Because my brain is kind of like blown right now, right? Like considering like the more north you go, like the shittier the food is.
It's true. It's true, but you will have some good fish.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
But if you try the tomatoes, no taste. It's I don't know if you can feed your body also. It's okay.
But
Let's say whenever you got a really a big diversification of people, you'll have, I think you can be rich of people. Your mind will be rich, your life will be rich with people from all around the world. Because my local food that I can cook easy, or Italian local food, or any country local food, it's not only food, it's the whole culture from the past which has been made this. And yeah, and sharing and good moment. That's why to be back on comedy when you go somewhere saying, I've been surprised to see this here, because from where I'm from, it's different and stuff. And helping the people to see their own world from their eyes. I think it was, I don't know, I think it was Seinfeld who was saying that, like, if they were extraterrestrials, like people who live in outer space, seeing the world, how is it living, they will probably say dogs and cats are the master on this planet.
Oh yeah.
Because they stay home. Cats stay home and you go to work for them. You go to work, you're back and you feed them, you clean them, you do everything. So from this point of view, you say, oh, yeah, probably. So being able to take a step back and trying to find, it's for me, it's, even if we make jokes and we laugh and there is always a philosophical point.
Mm-hmm.
Always. That's the thing. I mean, even if you talk about, for example, democracy. Democracy, I think it was my brother who told me that. He told me, do you think there is more smart people on Earth or more dumb people on Earth? Like how many Einstein we got? Not many. So there is more dumb people than smart people. Okay. And now, what is democracy? Democracy is the majority who will elect someone. So you give the right to the majority, and you know that there is more dumb people than smart people who elect someone. And so this point made me feel like, okay, we can make jokes and stuff, but at the same time, there is always a philosophical point, which is interesting.
I don't know. I think that France is just because of the history of France, right? From what I understand, right? It's they are usually the one who forefront the European side of like that democracy as well. Like you guys have the
but it's the human rights. The human rights.
The Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah. France, for me, it's a great country. I mean, before going abroad, I was feeling like, not really. And so, now I can compare. It's a great country. It's a great country, and never forget, Disney has chosen France to put Disneyland in Europe. And they choose Paris. So there is no Disneyland in Spain or Germany or Switzerland or whatever. They say the best country in Europe to put a Disneyland in France. We are in the middle. So because France is in the middle of Europe, kind of, I mean, you need to pass by France to go from Portugal to Germany, for example, or to London. So because of that, we are a cross, and because of that, you got all people from all around Europe who will pass by. And when they pass by, they give a bit of them, or will do their way to be and things. So that's why I tell you, I told you just before, you can be rich of people. You can be rich of them because they will give you a bit of them when they talk to you, when they give you, I mean, attitude, positivity, point of view, or just, I mean, if when many young people, they don't like to go to school, but if they meet someone who is living in the desert and who got to do 2 miles walking without shoe to go to school, they will realize probably the luck they got. So it's always something. So being in the middle, as I said, because it's not the real middle. The real middle is Switzerland. That's
Oh
why
yeah.
that's why they got the money. They are in the middle. They can, but yeah, and that's weird because they are in the middle, but it's not a part of Europe economically speaking. But,
Hey,
but that's for me, France, and specifically Paris, not all the, because there are some places which are shit. I mean, yeah, but Paris is city of love, city of food, city of life. I mean, you even if many people will say Paris is beautiful, but it would be more beautiful without the Parisian. Probably, but who made the city like this first? And I don't know. I mean, people, the pride make you do the things. You cannot be proud of yourself and saying, I'm not going to do anything. You got to work on, and yeah, it's, and we starting now this year, we got a fantastic football team.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you follow a bit football?
I eat bits and pieces when my friends talk about it, but
Yeah.
but I'm not a huge fan of football.
Okay. We got the best player on earth now. We got Messi, we got Neymar, we got Mbappe, we got good players. And yesterday we won. I say we. I didn't done anything, but we won a match against Manchester City, which is a great English team. So now, I mean, what do you expect in life? I've got my wife, I've got a house, I've got a job, I've got a patient, which sometimes, often, I can make money off my patient also. And with my patient, I give love and love to people. I mean, I'm fulfilled of happiness. For sure. I mean, I mean, I don't look like now because I'm just back from work and it was a tough day. It was a really tough day. I mean, it was, but I'm happy. I know I'm saying I'm happy and I seeing in your eyes, you say, no.
I'm waiting for the tears, man. I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
tears.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
waiting for the hookers that you see walking towards the school.
I can't ask more than I have. And I think I've always been like this. And so, of course, the more the life pass, you go step ahead, and life bring you more things. But at each time, to be happy, I'm always feeling like I can't ask more than I have. It's okay, and life bring you the things. That's good. That's really good. I love how lucky I am. I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Here's this one thing, right? Maybe I would like to go back to the French, like the European comedy scene, right? Because it feels like the European comedy scene, it's like you all can pull together and then start traveling out. Like it feels like when you go, you just drive 5 hours, you'll be out of the country, and you guys can perform and stuff like that.
I mean, you say when you go abroad, you said.
It feels like in Europe, right? Like when you're in France, right? Or in other European state,
I
right?
mean, you get to have the same. I mean, for the French, they cannot perform anywhere, everywhere. They will go in France, in Canada, Montreal, where you get the Just for Love festival. They can go in North Africa. There is a big festival in Morocco. You can go in Senegal also. There is something, and in Switzerland, Belgium, and that's it.
But
So if
but
you want to
is the
go,
but is the French speaking comedians thinking of doing like, hey, is how big it is it like as big as the English comedy scene, or is it or even
yeah,
bigger?
yeah, a lot, specifically now, and I think Facebook and Instagram help the comedy to be bigger. I'm not telling you it's a good quality. I'm telling you it's a good quantity. Like like because everybody now who got something to say or who think they got something to say will post it on Facebook, right? And then
Mm.
they don't have enough like. So
Oh yeah.
I don't have enough like. I'm going on stage and I will have a like, and they bomb, but and they realize what they were saying on Facebook doesn't cost that doesn't have any value. But there's still yeah people who are running after the fame, they will, and many people are like this, many
Mm.
too much, and they don't have anything to say. They are doing this like in a selfish way. But we got many comedians, so many. But I would like them to be good worker and have a good quality, because as a comedian, I like to perform, but I like to watch good comedy. I want someone to blow my mind.
Uh
And when it's a copy from a copy from a copy, I lost my time. And doing this, you waste places, you waste comedy club, you waste the time of the audience, and then they will never go to the comedy club feeling like I got more fun with my friend.
mm.
It's a real job. It's a
but
real job.
but
So you
but
get to be a pro, and but there are many. Like you got many good comedy clubs now in Paris, many,
mm.
and I think it's my point of view. There is a place for everybody.
Mm.
Look to Netflix. There is
But,
many movies.
because there's this one thing that kind of blows my mind, right? Because when we were there in Sydney, and there was a, I remember like there was a club where the not where the mic isn't working well,
Mm-hmm.
and we are standing at the back and just thinking whether the mic, like what the fuck is wrong with the mic. And we aren't so sure, and you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, and I'm just wondering like is the mic working?
Exactly. It's, those kind of things, when it happened to me now, uh, it's like when I'm doing any mistakes, I will think about it the whole night to find a solution for next time, because it will happen again for
uh,
sure. The other
uh,
place or other thing, and that's how I improve myself.
mm,
Doing mistakes. By doing mistakes, I'm improving myself. Whenever something happens, I think to it a lot, and then yeah, and then after that, it will happen again. I know, because it's life is made of events which happen to you, and it will come back and come back and come back until the end. So it will come back. Like I had other stage where the mic was not working, and then I took another one, and I had two mics, and then the other one was not working. So I got to do things to let the audience wait by laughing, that the audio will turn back on. So there is not many things you can do with two mics in two hands, right?
uh.
You can,
Do like a
or,
blowjob thing, like it's just.
or you can do new tracks or whatever, or whatever. But you get to. So I learned how to mime or to do jokes without mics.
Mm. But
And
is miming a big thing there in France as well? Like I feel like miming is a very big thing in France.
not not not
Or maybe
not,
I'm
not that much
ignorant as fuck.
anymore. Not that much anymore, and not like the not that much anymore. Mhm. But I mean, we let's be realistic. Realistic. We are not rock star. We are not performing in front of in a stadium, which means in a comedy club, even
Mm.
without mic. The last row will hear me if I raise up a bit my voice, so I can do it. No worries. It doesn't work, fuck, and I'm going. And
Yeah,
if
for
it
the next
works,
one.
it works. So that no worries. However, I got some message. Sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. Have you planned to? Yeah, you told me. Do not hesitate to hit me if you pass by.
Mm.
I'll be happy to see you in real because I'm feeling like it's a PlayStation stuff nowadays. Like we are all networking and you don't see really the real. I love to see. I love people.
Oh yeah.
I love to see people. I would love to connect with people. Yeah.
But is it hard now? Like is the office still open? Like I suppose like
Yeah.
going to the
Yeah. Our offices are open. Our offices are open. We go to work. Well, we got the normal life, except that we got to wear a mask in closed area.
Mm.
That's it.
But what is it like working in okay this is gonna sound ignorant but what is it like in the working culture for France because I got this impression that France working culture is very it's until like 5 p.m. after working hour like everything closes.
It's a cliche
It's,
because we got 2 weeks off and stuff. But keep in mind that our president was working for the Rothschild Bank before.
all right.
So we are hard worker. We don't have the choice. It's like this. We work a lot. You work more than like on the paper, it could be written 5 p.m., right?
Yeah.
But if you leave at 5 p.m., people will tell you, oh, you are taking your afternoon. What? No. So people will stay until 7. Look, now it's 8. Left work at 6:30 around. So, and I was there at 9. So, I mean, most of your life you pass it with your colleagues and at work, but that's why you get to choose well your company.
Yeah.
I'm not, I mean, if you are good in what you do, you will not ask for a job. They will ask you to work for them, and then you will have the choice
to work or not to work.
Yeah, in the relation between me and a company, I will be the woman.
Oh man. Here's the here's
I
one.
will be fucked at the end. That's why I will be the woman. But I will be the woman because I choose who is gonna fuck me.
Yeah, true. We want to be there in that situation, right? I'm now looking for a job that I get paid as well. Like I don't mind getting paid. Like I want to be the hooker on the street.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Like because I've been going for job interviews the past couple of weeks, right? And I feel like doing this job interview thing is it's kind of weird because I'm so used to freelance right now, right? I wake up at a certain time, I do my
your
work.
ability to connect with the people. It depends. I did some freelance work. It's good because you change the environment often, and that's nice. But the bad part is that connecting with your colleague, you connect with them, and you start to be friend with them, and then you get to move, and then you get to move, and then you get to move. And being a rolling stone to build something, it's not that it's not easy. So it's good to settle. It's my point of view. I said I don't hold the truth. Never. It's I hold my truth. Everybody his own truth, and yeah, I don't know. Working. Of course, it's like everywhere. You will have people who you love, and you will have people you will be careful about how you act with them because some people are, it's it's the human being is like this. Even if I love everybody, you will always have like
One or
this
two that you have to care of.
primal instinct. The primal instinct will. Everybody wants to be the lion.
Mm.
Not everybody, but there is this instinct of. I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. As I'm trying to see always the things from a good point of view. I mean, humanly speaking, it's not. It's no one do mean things like because they are, except if they are crazy, but because they are cruel or something. No, they are doing it because they want to protect themselves, and it's just an attitude like I'm afraid, so I'm going to do a mean things because I'm afraid. I think it's kind of yeah. So no, for me, I'm okay with everybody.
Okay. I think that's a good way to end the podcast.
Yes, it is.
It's good. It's good. All right. I'm gonna end the recording. Right. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for hosting it.
Yeah. It's
It was a
I
pleasure.
really appreciate like you doing this.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we still writing to each other. Nowhere, and I said, if borders really open and you pass by, hit me and we'll catch up.
Man, please do. I mean, like I have a 2-3 months trip thinking of going over to whole of Europe and start
Yeah.
traveling and then just walking around and I'm like, okay, I'm plan what to do
Mm-mm-mm.
and then the whole situation hits. I'm like, fuck, like I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Mm-mm.
And he has been on hold for 2 years now. I'm figuring out like fuck if we go like the 2 more years maybe.
Yeah, but let's keep hope. Let's keep hope, and things will be good. I think that's a proper thing. That's a proper way to end the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope is the best thing.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm ending this. But we can chat after that as well.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you for
Have a
again.
good. Is it nighttime to you, right?
It's about 2 a.m. actually.
Okay. So have a good night, and let's keep in touch. And thank you for the invitation. It was great.
Thank you for doing this. All right.
Bye.
See ya.